So I teach kindergarten and I graduated from college in 1994. During that time, I have been a parent educator for parents as teachers. I did some work with a Title I school that I was involved in. It was a short-lived but very valuable program. I was called a Title I parent partner, where we did home visits with some of the schools or some of the students that were receiving Title I services. And I've done special or elementary special ed resource. I've done early childhood special education, but I've spent most of my time in a kindergarten classroom. So, first of all, I can see this sometimes with student teachers, even though they have had practicums and been in the classroom for various activities. It's not a good fit for them. So I would like to say to people considering this, if you are somebody, and I never would have thought about this until a fifth grade teacher friend of mine took on a project, and I said, "Oh my gosh, you have so much going on." And she said, "Amy, this is a project I can finish. I'm a finisher, right? I like to do a project, have it wrapped up nice and neat." That's not going to be what your classroom looks like every day. So if you're somebody that likes to put a bow on it, be done and move it.
The second part of that is I really would love people to know that if you are someone that needs to have absolute control of a situation all the time, this also might not be for you. But on the flip side of that, that moment when you are building a community with your classroom I can't think of another work experience that would be like that. When you've realized that your class has come together as a functioning community, and it's not you in charge, but everybody working together, even with 5-year-olds, I can only imagine how much more powerful that would be as you go up the ladder with their grades and all of their other skills they can bring. It is second to none. It's amazing to be reflective and willing to change. I think a lot of people see a nice, neat teacher's desk, right? And they're going to come in and they're going to teach this lesson and everybody's going to get it. And that part is not going to work that way. Sometimes it will, right? There are a lot of sloppy days. There are a lot of really wonderful, terrific days. And if you are somebody that doesn't like the same thing every day, if sitting down in front of a computer is not for you, I just did a week's worth of curriculum work where we sat in front of a computer every day. And I just, I thought, okay, whoa, I love my job because I could never do this. The return you get on what you bring into a classroom every day is just it's fantastic. And some days it'll be like this and some days it'll be like this, right? But I don't want to get sappy and cringy and say the influence you have over someone else's life, but especially when you are an early childhood educator, you get a chance to set the tone for what the rest of their academic K-12 and beyond, what that can look like and feel like for them. And what an opportunity that is. I don't know, just the shared sense of purpose in a school building, in your classroom, in your grade level or department, in your building, in your district is really something to behold. And if you get into a building that's not a great fit for you, you can change. There's other school buildings, right? And I know it's not always that simple, right? But I don't want anybody either to feel like they're stuck. They get out there and this isn't the fit for me. I have had change friends that were at my school. It wasn't the fit for them and they went somewhere else and they are perfectly happy. And then some friends that came to our building and said, "Oh my gosh, this is so much better than where I was." You have the opportunity to change grade levels, change buildings, change what you teach. Should you decide to do this, find an old timer, a veteran teacher that has been there and still loves their job and keeps it fresh, because they will know exactly how to help you and watch what they do and ask them and make them your mentor. And that is going to be a great investment of your time for you. There'll be a really good support. So people can pile a lot of weight on teachers. And even if you have a good administrator, you can feel personally responsible for every failure that's in your classroom, something I remind myself of all the time. I am a big part of this child's success, but I am not the only person responsible for the success of that child. Families, pediatricians, other people in the school, right? And I think that's what wears a lot of teachers down, right? They feel the weight of all the success of that student on them. So if you can remove a little bit of that and just give what you can and be able to set some boundaries, that's going to help you, keep gas in the tank for you so you can, keep the kids going. So